Hey, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Leon Thomas, and right now I'm rocking with R&B Radar.
So we're gonna dive right in.
All right, cool.
Hi, Leon Thomas. Thank you so much for talking with us at R&B Radar today.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
I'm so excited. Let's just get right into it.
All right, let's jump in.
So a lot of your fan base, we really grew up with you mainly through like your acting in TV and Broadway. So how was that transition from acting to like full-time artistry?
Well, it was really amazing. I mean, I think I've been blessed to be a part of projects that kind of give me an opportunity to also do music within the piece. You know, August Rush, my first film, I got to sing, so I was working with Robin Williams and a really great music director over there. And then going straight into Victorious, like a couple years after that, gave me an opportunity to play some of my songs for an international audience. And really kind of jump-started my love for songwriting and production because they really gave me the opportunity to be behind the scenes just as much as I was in front of the camera.
That's so cool. And how was it working with Robin Williams, such a young child too, like an acting legend like that?
It was really, really amazing. I had most of my scenes with Robin Williams, and he would pull me to the side and give me pointers. Was really, really, really nice to my family, to my little sister. He would always joke with her. He was such a funny guy. In between takes, he would always, improvise and just like, I don't know. He never really turned off. He was always
Right,
like on, and that was cool for me because it just showed. I mean, specifically, we had a scene in Washington Square Park in New York, and it was, about to be lunch, and there was probably like 100 people that came out of nowhere, and he stood there and he signed every autograph, took every picture, and it just let me know that even somebody as great as him, a legend as him, could take the time to really show love to his fans, and I definitely took note of that and try to do that myself.
That really touched my heart already. Wow, we're only one question in, and yours already. Wow, this is gonna be a great interview. I can feel it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a vibe. I'm excited.
Would you ever like? I know you're really focusing more on music nowadays, but the acting thing, like, we still on that, right?
Oh, absolutely. I just think during the pandemic, a lot of things changed with the process of auditioning for roles.
Right.
A lot of it is like self-taped.
Yeah.
It's definitely out of like my normal element when it comes to like I kind of like the drama of like going to the casting office and seeing like your competition in the waiting room,
Right.
like that competitive aspect was really good for me because it would pull out some amazing performances, but I'm acclimating to the new speed, and I'm also really working on like possibly producing some of my own stuff. I mean, chilling with Issa Rae, I had the opportunity to do Insecure on the second season. I did like 4 episodes, and I spent a lot of the time talking to her about her process and how she was able to, really develop into the ultimate creator that she is, and it's super inspiring. So I've been working on scripts and, just like really making sure I keep in touch with a lot of my homies who produce as well, so we can put something together.
It's so funny because my next question is about you producing TikTok content. It's super hot right now, and your songs go viral like every other week. We all know.
That's dope.
Can you tell us about your journey kind of creating that intimate content to kind of really expand your fan base to even a younger generation?
I had to figure that out. It was definitely like scary at first. I have a lot of friends who are really big TikTok content creators, and no disrespect to them, but I feel like a lot of the content that they were doing didn't necessarily it wasn't rooted in art, and I feel like everything that I've been doing throughout my career has kind of been rooted in that place of like really like prepping everything and like having every minute detail figured out. But I think one thing that I've learned from TikTok is that people really respond to organic content, and sometimes just having a phone up while I'm playing guitar or speaking direct to camera really translates. And I'm really doing my best to get back on the TikTok wagon. It's been like kind of rough while I was working on my new album to kind of really like get in that mode, but I've been working with my team every day to just like really try to figure out how we can present some new ideas for the peoples out there.
For sure. And I know you're really like, you've produced and penned for so many artists like Drake and Ariana Grande, Bryson Tiller and Keanu Ledet. So how do you navigate like that balance between making your own art and producing for others? Do you have a favorite song you made for someone else?
I think my recent favorite would probably be Safety Net with Ty Dolla and Ariana Grande.
I love that song.
I started really working with Ty Dolla, became really good friends with him, and obviously me and Ariana, we go way back from being on the TV show Victorious together. So it felt like a family affair. It felt like we were just kind of writing in our diaries and putting it on tape, and it felt like just so organic, and that's how I like to create with the artists that I work with now. I feel like I'm kind of out of the realm of like placement chasing, and it's more so like how can we make something that people remember in 5 years, timeless music that
For
feels
sure.
good to us, that we can look back on and be proud of.
I love that. So let's get into your latest single, Crash and Burn.
Yeah.
So we love how it begins with like this church-like kind of gospel soul chords feel. Like,
Uh-huh.
what was your thought process when producing and writing this song, and what do you want the listener to take away?
Well, shout out to Benny X and my boy Facts Only. They actually produced that record.
Oh, cool.
And Facts Only found that loop on Splice, which is really cool. I didn't know
Really?
that when we were first making it, but it was really cool. It's a dope choir sample, and Facts Only is probably one of my favorite drum programmers in the game right now. He's really, really, really talented.
Yeah.
And Benny X, obviously, all the work he's doing with Yeet and everybody and
For
Drake,
sure.
like, I mean, my guy is killing it. So, it's been a really cool process of just like, stepping out of having to be a part of 100% of everything that I'm doing musically as an artist, and giving myself an opportunity to really just focus on the writing and bring in some homies that I really respect for this new project.
I love that. How are the collabs going for the new project? You got some really cool ones. Do you think the fans are going to be excited to see?
Yeah, this new remix we're about to drop is definitely going to be really dope. We're currently editing it now. Literally, I've been talking to the engineers, and well, I mean, I mixed it myself, but I got like my co-producer working on it, and I'm really excited to see that come out and see the reaction of people. It's with somebody very special, and I think by the time this comes out, it'll be announced. But it's me and Victoria Monet, and we came up together working on a bunch of projects, specifically Ariana.
Yeah.
One of my first big placements was Honeymoon Avenue, and she wrote that. And I don't know, it just feels like a real cool, full circle moment.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited for people to hear that one.
We hope to have her on the show soon too. I love
Yeah.
everything's coming full circle. Like we said, it's like a big old high school prom. Like,
Yeah,
literally, it's
exactly.
every night.
Yeah, the music industry, especially urban music, R&B, and hip hop, is one big high school. And over time, you really get a chance to know people and sit at the cool kids table if it's necessary.
You think you're at the cool kids table?
I think so.
I think so too. So we want to know, how was your experience? Even speaking of cool kids, LMA. We know you opened on tour for her. How was touring?
It was amazing. I mean, I didn't get a chance to do the entire leg of the tour,
For sure.
but doing those spot dates really felt great to just like test out some of my new music. I played a lot of unreleased stuff that's going to be on my new album,
Yeah.
and to see people react to it without ever hearing it before,
Right.
and kind of winning over crowds that maybe aren't as familiar with me was like just a really cool opportunity. And I'm super thankful to Ella for giving me that opportunity. I mean, I think she's a really gracious person.
Yeah.
And I've worked with her a lot over the years, so it's just it's dope to see it come full circle again.
And it's funny, we just spoke about Ty Dolla, and you recently signed to his label, like in
Yeah.
partnership with Motown. Like, how did that come about?
Yeah, Easy Money's a vibe. I mean, I was driving during the pandemic, like probably around like 9 o'clock, so the road was kind of empty, and my homie Sean Barron was in his whip, and he stopped at the red light. It was almost like, and I was listening to my music at that time,
Yeah.
and I look over, he's like, yo, what's up, man? So he's like, I'm gonna call you. So he calls me, and I was pretty much thinking about doing the whole independent thing.
Yeah.
And he told me that he was about to do a partnership with Motown with Ty Dolla, somebody that I've been really cool with for the past 4 or 5 years. So it just made a lot of sense to me. I think seeing what Baby Keem and Kendrick were doing in hip hop, I really
Yes.
wanted to kind of recreate that same element in R&B, and I feel like we've done a good job of just like making it happen. We have a bunch of collaborations dropping soon too. So
I'm about to say, are we gonna hear that? Okay,
Yeah,
because we need
yeah.
more of that too.
Yeah.
We need the Leon Thomas way though.
Yeah. But I mean, it's all working out. I mean, the thing about Ty Dolla $ign is that people don't really understand how amazing of a musician he is. I mean, he plays like
Kills
multiple
every
instruments.
right.
Yeah, I mean, he's really musically inclined. So it's cool to see him step into my world sometimes, and kind of get down with some of that lo-fi R&B that I'll be putting together.
For sure.
and really snap. It's been a really awesome opportunity to learn from him. He's a great mentor.
Oh, nice. So
Yeah.
can we take it back a little bit? So you got your big break playing Young Simba.
Yeah.
And Nala, I'm like, oh, of course.
Yeah.
Do you have any longing to kind of ever go back to Broadway at some point?
Yeah, I could really see that. A lot of family friends. My grandfather did 3 Broadway plays. I mean, Broadway in my family is definitely like a really big deal. So a family friend of ours, Joseph Joubert, like does all of the music for every pretty much urban Broadway play that's out there. He also conducts for a bunch of others, but
Yeah.
you know, he's definitely told me, he was like, yeah, I mean, if you ready, brother, you know, come on back out here, you know, put you in some rehearsals, get you right.
Do you have a musical that you would love to do or a role?
You know, they're doing The Wiz right now. I'll be down to do the Tin Man.
All right.
But I think
Why Tin Man over Scarecrow?
Scarecrow, honestly, I feel like Mike killed that. I think I could definitely rock with the Tin Man if I'm gonna let Mike have that. You know what I'm saying?
Look, you got the grill to match.
Yeah,
so
you feel me? Like,
got
I
the
don't
grill
know.
to
It
match.
just feels right. It feels right for whatever reason.
Nah, facts. I feel that. So, okay, I have to bring up the album again because the fans are dying. What can we expect from you? Like, do you have any, like, even a time frame? What can we expect from this new work?
Yeah, I mean, this summer is definitely going down. You know, we want to have that out right before the tour in the fall that just got announced.
Nice.
So, you know, you can really expect for me to be in your city performing this, you know, new music. We're going to be touring pretty much for the rest of the year.
Mm-hmm.
We've got some more dates being announced pretty soon, too. And I think, you know, this first album was a reintroduction into my musical landscape and into the world that I've been building for other people in the industry. But it's like part one of another really great project that I've been working on as well with some amazing features. So this is like, I really want people to understand that, you know, this is going to be a full meal, but there's another one coming real soon.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
It's long overdue. Honestly.
Absolutely. But I mean, I think the kind of music that I make needs solid marketing. It needs to be in a position to be heard by an international audience. You know, the show that I was on, Victorious, I mean, it was played all over the world, and I have fans from, you know, amazing countries, you know, English speaking and non-English speaking that are really excited to hear my music, and I just wanted to be able to reach them. And I'm glad that I waited, you know, until I was in a position to really cater to them properly.
And I feel like people that were fans noticed the talent then and have stuck with you and have always kept an eye on you for when you're ready to, you know, open your voice back up for us to hear. We're ready.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm excited to hear that. So let's get into some fan questions.
All right, let's get into it. I'm down.
Awesome. So T. Collier says, any advice for upcoming artists who want to start writing for other artists or putting out their own music?
Yeah. I think when you're writing for other artists, it's very important to separate what you're doing for your own artistry from what they need. At that point, you really need to really cater to what they need to talk about. And I think the best way to do that is a conversation. I like to have a good conversation similar to this, just, you know, whether it's over lunch or whatever, right before we get into the creative process, to understand who I'm writing about and who I'm really writing for, and to see where we can go from there.
Really? Okay, so we have another one from Lipstick and Lyric, too.
Okay, all right.
What is your writing process, and what are the items you need in order to create?
My writing process varies. It matters what genre of music I'm doing. I think for a lot of like hip hop records, because, you know, I've written for like rappers and stuff too. I like to punch in, and I like to kind of get aggressive. You know, sometimes I'll even set up like the atmosphere of like a club. So we'll have like, you know, some drinks, a little casa, you know what I'm saying? Might get a little weed and just vibe out and really get into character. But then when I'm writing for like R&B or pop music, I like to really write by the guitar. And with the artist, like to really get their input on like what they want to be said, and just kind of take it from there.
Dope. Okay, thank you so much, Leon. We actually have a game for you today.
All right, let's get into it.
We know you have immaculate taste in R&B music.
Thank you.
And we know our founder, Tommy, has interesting taste in playlist styles. So we got them all here today in this box.
Yeah.
Right here. Got it with True Studios. Pick a few songs and then tell us what song would fit that playlist.
Okay, cool.
What?
NSFW. What the fuck does that mean? Is that like the...
Safe for work? I think that's what...
Not safe for work. Oh, yes. I like that.
I don't know. I think that's what NSFW means.
Not safe for work. Damn. You know what?
What?
I was just talking with Ty Dolla about this song, and I just love this record. But I probably wouldn't play it at the office. But loyal. I probably wouldn't play that one,
really?
Especially the dirty version. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I do that.
Too much.
I don't know.
You're not playing at the cookout with Grandma and them?
Oh, I don't know. Perhaps.
Perhaps.
Perhaps they might. You know, they're pretty cool these days.
They're pretty cool. Okay, grandma get down like that. Okay.
My grandfather definitely be getting down.
Don't make me yell.
He's so funny. Songs to get married to. Oh my God. Wow.
Is there a song you would get married to?
Is there a song I would get married to? Damn, it's not like technically R&B.
What
So
is it?
I'm gonna jump into something else. You know, there's this song that I fell in love with. It's by the Beatles. It's called Blackbird. And I just think it's so beautiful.
Yes.
And I always wanted to have that play at my wedding, to be honest.
Is that a love song though?
It's not a love song, but I will say, like,
It's beautiful,
the
though.
feeling of it. The
Yeah.
feeling of it to me, like, and you can't equate it to love. You know, because I think, you know, it was genuinely about the civil rights movement, but I feel like sometimes we feel oppressed by love. And I think, like, to me, when I listen to it, I give it all kinds of meanings, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
What's your favorite meaning of it?
My favorite meaning, I think, especially right now, just seeing like the status that we're at with the current dating scene, I think a lot of people are kind of blind to the possibility of finding true love.
Yeah.
And wanting to be set free is like the statement within that hook, and I genuinely believe, like, when you find your person, that's how it feels.
Ooh, I like
Yeah.
that. Do you think this new upcoming project will be about any people, or do you feel like you're in the process of that, or just still just trying to figure it out in this dating scene out here?
Yeah, I think I'm still trying to figure it out. I think, you know, I was definitely in a really long-term relationship for a long time, and you know, that was dope. But we definitely grew apart, which is something that happens. But I think now I'm just at a place, especially the new project I did was just me kind of documenting my thought process on everything, and you know, where I want to go. And I do have this one record called I Do that's really dope. That I think will definitely kind of show people what I want to feel when I get there.
I think that could be a song people could get married to.
Yeah, that's definitely one that people could get married to. Once they hear it, they'll understand why.
All right, bet. So that's the incoming one. One final.
Yeah, one final.
Let's see what playlist we get.
Let's see. R&B singers that can probably fight. All right.
It's a little too messy. Let us know.
No. That's not too messy. I'm trying to think who's really got them hands. I feel like most R&B singers are like low key thugging it. I saw this video with Raz B and some other guys, you know, really going at it. They was claiming sets. I'm like, brother, where you from, man? I thought
Right.
you, from out of town. Anyway, who's really got them hands? I know Tank definitely has them hands.
Don't make me yell.
Something's telling me he's really got it in a good fist fight.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm gonna pick one more. I think Mario's really got it.
Okay.
Mario's really got it.
What song? What songs just most like? Oh yeah, he beat some ass about this.
I think what's really funny about it, I'm gonna pick Just a Friend. Cause imagine him singing that while beating somebody ass. Yo, I saw this video of him like straight up, like he had machine guns and he's just going full blown John Wick in the desert. I'm like, my brother in Christ, what's going on? Like, what are you getting ready for? Do I need to be in the desert getting right too? What's happening?
Right.
But yeah, I wouldn't fuck with Mario. I feel like he got them hands for sure.
I agree.
Yeah, I know him well. Yeah. I feel like, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, Leon, it's been a pleasure talking with you today for R&B Radar. And thank you for putting this on. We're going to add some of these songs to the playlist. So.
All right, that would be chill.
All right, bet. We got it. Leon's favorites. Maybe we'll make a whole separate one in general.
I like that.
We got to get started on that. All right. Thank you so much, Leon. Anything you want to say to your fans?
I want to say I love you guys so much and thank you for waiting. And just understand that you have a lot of new music coming your way. So let's keep rocking with R&B Radar, y'all.
Actually, Leon?
Yeah.
One last thing.
What's up?
You can give us, talking about Leon's favorites, what songs have been on your R&B radar?
What songs have been on my R&B radar? That's interesting. You know, lately I've been listening to a lot of like vintage rock. But I think I might be blanking on the title. This lady Cleo Soul, she's really amazing.
Yes,
she has this song that's kind of like an affirmation, know that you are loved or something like that. I'm getting the title wrong, but I definitely play it a lot. And shout out to her for writing something that really can show people, you know, the power of affirmations. I'm big on that. I like to say exactly what I want in life first thing in the morning, and that's a good song to get you right in the mood.
Nice. Thank you. Any others?
Absolutely not.
All good, all good. Thank you, Leon.
Appreciate you.